What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I have Kiara from Crypto Bliss. Kiara, how are you doing today?
Excellent, Andy. Thank you very much. And thanks for having me on your show. I truly appreciate it. What an absolute blessing to meet such an incredible soul that I've been following for some time since I've been in the crypto space. It's been amazing to see your channel grow. Thanks for having me on your show today, Andy.
Thank you very much. Crypto Bliss. Make sure to check it out, guys, down below. He talks about cryptocurrency in general, crypto projects, the market. And today he's going to talk about what is going on with the crypto space, some very good crypto projects that he does see, of course, that could have, be successful in the next coming years, or could fail. We never know that at the end of the day, right? But that could possibly have good projection. So yeah, I mean, let us know a little bit of your opinion. Where do you see us in the market? Do you think that the bull market is going to continue? What good crypto projects do you see developing in the next coming years that can be successful as well? Please let us know a little bit of your opinion.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. So blessings to all your community and all of our communities together, the crypto space.
Yeah.
I like to call us the Cryptopians. And really, I'm absolutely loving the crypto space. I've been in it since January 21. And basically, I have seen the crypto market cap hop up and down between the 1 trillion level. And I like to use the 1 trillion level as a very strong indication to tell us whether we'll continue the bearish momentum that we are still in, or whether the bullish action is actually starting to come in. So I've seen and I've used a number of different indicators on my charts for TA, and basically the pi indicator indicates that we have reached a bottom at that 15.4k level. And for me, I'm looking at it, it looks like we have reached the bottom. The pi cycle has never been wrong. But looking at where we are today, I do feel as though we have had quite a strong rally. There was decent volume in the beginning, but the volume is starting to slow down. I actually watched one of your videos and I saw that happening, where you were also talking about we're still under that 29-30k level. And that is a very strong resistance level for us at this point. So I'm thoroughly enjoying that level. I am in a very, very small, short-term time frame long position with a 5x from 27.3, and my TP level is at the 28.7 level. So it was, you spoke about it in your video. There wasn't much volume for this little rally. I think you spoke about in your yesterday's video.
Yeah.
Not much volume, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the best buy position, but I saw a little bit of a movement coming up. And if we can make 5 to 10% a day, or every second or third day, why not? Where do you make that kind of money anywhere, really? So welcome to the crypto space.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do feel, of course, that we have been rallying for the last few months, and potentially we could see a little bit of a consolidation. And but I strongly do believe that the bottom is in as well, like $15,500 back in December. This has a very high chance that that was the bottom. Of course, corrections down to $23,000 is possible in the coming weeks. No doubt about that, because we have been in a great rally, right, for the last few months. So a little bit of a cool off, a little bit of a reset, correction for the market is always healthy. So I wouldn't be too scared of that correction.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Let me know, is there any specific news that you do see, or projects that have been developing for the last few months, and they do have a bright future in your personal opinion?
Absolutely. So I'll start off with maybe 2 or 3 projects that I thoroughly enjoy. I speak about Avalanche a lot on the channel, and I love Avalanche. I think Avalanche has got a very, very long way to go. Right now, I don't see it as an Ethereum competitor, obviously, because most of these are built on the Ethereum chain. And if I look at these beautiful projects, I do see the potential behind them because of the backers, the liquidity, and of course the dev teams, and of course the community. What would these projects be without the community? So Avalanche is definitely one of those that I see picking up in the near future. A little bit of a sneaky one. I really do enjoy IMX or Immutable X as well. I think it's a great project. I do believe that it will be a very strong competitor to Engine as well, and it will be a very strong competitor in the NFT space. Well, at least being able to trade NFTs without any issues.
Yeah.
So IMX, and then I have been speaking a lot about, more recently, about Cosmos or Atom, and particular because Cosmos, I've been trading a lot of Cosmos and or Ethereum together, and I've just recently sold some of my Ethereum into Cosmos, and I will show you why on some of my charts in a little moment. But
All right.
some interesting news that I'd love to share. There's a project called Canto Network, completely off the layer one topic. There's a
Okay.
project called Canto Network. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Canto Network. No, I have not
No.
heard, but I'm happy to hear it from you. Of all of your research, I'll try and absorb the information and let my community know about these great crypto projects.
Well, it's very interesting, right? If you don't mind, I'm going to just quickly share the screen and I'll
Absolutely.
show you
Yeah.
a little bit about Canto quickly.
Yeah.
I do believe it is on this side. Canto here.
Okay.
Okay, so very interesting. This is Canton
Yeah.
Network. But what I've been seeing is, we've obviously had Goldman Sachs that have been in and out of crypto from a verbal perspective.
Yeah.
Microsoft has been diving deep. Google has been diving deep into the space. But what is Canton Network? So we've got huge investors like Microsoft and Goldman Sachs that are basically joining together to build an on-off ramp from fiat for large institutions. And this is quite interesting. So what we're seeing often is that USDC is typically the most favorited stable coin for on and off ramps for institutions to come into the crypto space. So USDC, but a little bit of USDT as well. But what we're seeing is, and this is really recent. This is from May 9th, which was Tuesday last week.
Yeah.
We're seeing Goldman Sachs, Deloitte, Microsoft, Deutsche Börse, Moody's, Paxos, and a number of others that are looking at helping large financial institutions come into the crypto space. So this will essentially become a very strong onboarding platform for larger institutions. And therefore, I do see that with this project, that there will be a lot of liquidity that can come into the space from these institutions, of course, because these are the bigger players in the field.
Wow.
So that's just a little.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, getting into the project. These are big numbers. These guys are big players. So yeah, this definitely looks interesting and looks that I would do some more research on this because they're probably worth investing. The Canton Network. So is it actually live already?
I don't believe so. I actually did a bit of research and I did I did look on CoinGecko and I saw nothing on there just yet. So I will do a little bit more deep diving into it because there isn't any links or anything in here to get onto it other than this little link here, which basically takes you to the smart contract. So the smart contract is live, but I don't believe it's been listed on any of the appropriate CoinGeckos or CoinMarketCap, etc.
Well, it's on the dailycoin.com, so that's definitely a legit site with this information. And we want to kind of follow the big money, right? So if Microsoft, Goldman Sachs are getting in, we probably want to follow them to see if we can get a piece of the cake as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You were literally just saying a few moments ago that we have already reached the bottom on Bitcoin at the 15.5 level. And, with big institutions like this coming and bringing lots of liquidity into the space, this is, it's just building the case more and more for a bull market scenario coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the main reasons why also I think that the bottom could be in, well, we've seen the Federal Reserve putting interest rates up, okay, and of course this is sucking liquidity out of the economy. So by the by now, you know, by in between now and the end of the year, we should be already, you know, in that recession, right? Because they are saying that they are going to start getting interest rates down. We are seeing some banks collapsing on all over the US, and the money printer should go back on again, and potentially inflation go back up in the next coming months. And obviously this could be, you know, that fire that to ignite, okay, the crypto bull market again, right? So maybe a little bit of a correction still in the coming months, but overall, yeah, below $15,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to buy some more and more cheap, but yeah,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of people interested in buying below $15,000. So maybe that we're not going to see that anymore, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah,
you're right. It would be nice. You know, I speak about it all the time as well. It would be so. I don't
yeah,
mind if it goes all the way back down to 15,000. I would scoop up at whatever I possibly
yeah,
could at that level. And yeah,
yeah.
I think it's absolutely amazing to share that with community
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
it
I mean, the last couple of months, a lot of people were calling for for $12,000 Bitcoin. So a lot of people missed the chance in buying at $15,000 range. So once the price does correct down, if it does to 23, 21, $19,000, let's say, a lot of people are going to start buying at those levels so they do not, you know, miss that bottom again. So that's why it's unlikely. It's a kind of or because the charts move in human emotions, right? So a
yes,
lot of people feel left out right now because they didn't buy back in December at 15.5. So they're not going to miss that chance if we do manage to get below $20,000. And that's when you do create that higher low, and then it's off to the races because people are not going to take the chance anymore expecting $12,000 Bitcoin, right? So yeah,
absolutely. I
yeah,
100% agree with that.
yeah,
So if you don't mind, could I share two, two,
yeah,
it's one and the same of Bitcoin charts, but I'd love to just share one of the Bitcoin charts. I do believe
absolutely. This is
that
why you're here, to share your
wonderful.
opinion. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so chart lots of lines, okay,
Hmm.
and I'm going to show you exactly why.
Yeah.
So when we were up here, I was already speaking about there being a potential. There was a flag forming here
Hmm.
from. I drew this flag from this bottom up to here. There was a pole because we were invalidated and we continued to make lower highs.
Yeah.
I invalidated the long position or breakout from this zone. So what I did was I drew this line here and I essentially said, okay, well, we have a potential that our target, if we break this zone, would probably come down more or less to this high. And I've seen that you and a few people have been speaking about that
Hmm.
zone kind of 25, 23 area.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
for me, what I did was I actually drew from the bottom here all the way to the top up here. I drew my Fibonacci, and basically I've left the 618 and the 786 only on the Fibonacci because Bitcoin absolutely loves the 618.
Yeah.
So what I said was if we break this support zone in very strong volume, this area, there is a high potential for us to come down and
Hmm.
test the support 3 zone down here,
Hmm.
and that would essentially create the higher low that you were just referring to a moment ago.
Hmm.
Um, Also, typically because we have upward sloping support at
Yeah.
that same zone. So there
Mm.
is a lot of strength in that area. And of course, there will be a lot of strength through that previous support zone. So for me, that looks a lot like that. And
Hmm.
interestingly so, I do add on sometimes I do use the moon phase indicators.
Hmm.
And I did this particularly for this video. You can see here the blue is where full moon is and the white is the new moon. So new moon, often there are buy signals. You can see that constantly.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
often full moon, there are sell signals. So we're coming up to a new moon at the moment. And
Uh-huh.
interestingly so, the new moon is pretty much around this support zone from this breakdown level.
Yeah.
So you spoke about it on your channel that
Hmm.
yes, there was I think the title of your video was, is this a fake out?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was, and that's why I did take a little bit of a long position
Mm-hmm.
from this yesterday's candle, and
Yeah.
obviously looking at the analysis, hoping that it would come to more or less about this zone up here.
Mm.
So that was my analysis from a support level in the interim. And I agree with you that we aren't going to break this low here in this
Mm-hmm.
zone.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool.
What are
Yeah,
your
I mean,
thoughts?
it's pretty curious how, there's what a coincidence, right? With the full moon being the bearish signal, and then a new moon, right? Being a bullish signal. It's pretty curious to see. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, cool, cool. All
very
right
interesting
then.
to see
Yeah,
that.
cool. Absolutely phenomenal, Kiara. And is there anything else you would like to say to the community? Anything, any other information that you would like them to know?
Yes, something that I have been seeing quite substantially over this year through going through crypto.
Yeah,
If you don't mind, I will share this one last chart with you.
yeah, for sure.
And this is the Cosmos or Atom Ethereum chart.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm looking at this on the weekly chart. This
Mm-hmm.
is a 4-year time frame that we're trading between resistance and support here. So
Yeah.
essentially, what we're going to use is using one crypto into another crypto. And
Mm-hmm.
essentially, what you're going to be doing is you'll be using your Ethereum to buy Cosmos at the support zones,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll sell your Cosmos and buy Ethereum at the resistance zones within this area.
Mm-hmm.
What we've seen is over the 4-year period, there have been a number of percentage gains. The sells, of course, are a lot less, but you can still make great gains. And
Yeah.
if we look at the trades here, and you took, say, from here, trade 1, and all the way down to trade 11, because currently we're about to hit trade 12, there is a potential of trade 12 to be 73%. But over the 4-year period, you were able to convert one Ethereum into 555 Ethereum over this period of time, by trading in and out of Cosmos and Ethereum, which is
Yeah.
actually phenomenal. And this is where people should realize that if they traded this against the USDT, they would have far less gains than trading just your crypto
Mm.
into crypto. And your Ethereum would be worth a few million at this point. So I did want to share this with the community. I think it's something, I think it's a secret that whales do keep.
Yeah.
And people
Absolutely.
that do
Yeah.
have experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. You can see, I mean, look at this. This is in a period about just over 2 years, where the resistance and support is getting respected so well. And they're basically just flipping their cryptos, buying one crypto, selling, buying, selling. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal strategy. Yeah, it looks like that this could still continue for potentially another year or so till we actually see the big major bull run, right? So yeah, absolutely
absolutely.
phenomenal. Thanks for sharing this. It looks absolutely great. So yeah, Kiara,
Appreciate that.
thank you very much for joining the channel. Hopefully we're going
Thank
to
you
do
too,
many
Andy.
collaborations in the future.
I do
And
see that.
yeah, guys, make sure to check out Kiara. He is Crypto Bliss. Okay, check him out. He's talking about crypto almost every single day, or every single day, right? Talking about
Yes.
news, projects, different scenarios that are happening in the market. Thank you, Kiara. Anything that you want to
Yes.
say for my community?
Yes, absolutely. Guys, thank you too, Andy. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. You are such an absolute gentleman as well, a very good human being. So really appreciate you and your time as well. I do know that you're a very busy human making incredible content for your community. So guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up on this video, because guys, Andy is going to bring you great news over the years. So continue watching. We're just at the beginning.
Thank you, Kiara, and I'll see you in the next one.
Cheers, Andy. Thanks very much. Take care.